You guys have all done pedicures. I'll be the only man on this, most masculine man, as I've always been. Traditional man like me. I have never had a pedicure and a manicure.
Have you?
That makes you the most masculine man.
What? You've never had
none.
Wait. You never had
no boy.
You've never had a manicure
man.
or a pedicure?
A fisherman. You can't, right? Strong Buddha.
No, Austin goes for manicures and pedicures.
Wait. He said he's never been.
The closest
Austin has never been. Okay.
Never.
Good boy.
I need soft people.
We need
That's why he gets all the
I'm telling you, even ugali. I don't eat the one for the supermarket. Posho meal.
Yes.
That's a lie, Calvin. Relax.
You're going too far now. Now you're going too far.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
It's the mics are open. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Ashley.
Big C.
Sorry, bro.
You never let your homie introduce himself.
Ever.
312?
313.
Okay, cool.
313.
Well,
Boss, I want to talk about barbers.
I didn't go barbers today. I feel so rough today. Like you see,
Me too, man.
How I'm dressed, I feel so like.
Is that why you're so covered up?
Yo,
Everyone.
yeah, this is
everyone's
ragged.
going
I
They
want
through
everything
it.
to talk
bad
about
hair.
my barber.
Talk to me about your barber, Calvin.
So, he cut he trimmed my beard yesterday. The last week I wasn't around, he trimmed it the other week. Fam, he is so fucking gentle. Like, have you ever been touched?
Are those the terms to
This
use
is
when
where
you're talking
the
about your
conversation
barber?
was going.
This is
Are you
not
about
what
to
I
make it
expected.
sexual?
No,
Are you about to sexualize
I'm not
your
trying
barber
to
right
fucking
now?
sexualize it. This nigga's from Burundi. He's like, you know, they know how to cut hair. Burundi, Congolese. If you've got one of them guys who's Bolongo ya Borono, you know those.
I remember the twins. What are their names from Man Cave?
Yeah, you remember
they're
them.
from Congo, right?
They're Congo.
Yeah.
Yo, Congo guys know how to cut hair.
Yeah,
Calvin
Kina
guy
Dufanda, yes.
trims
Big up Kina Dufanda. Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
Yeah, what?
Do you know what? I'm disgusted. So why shouldn't he be tender?
No, like
Here we go. Slippery slope.
I've had many men handle me.
I thought so.
If you're a grown ass
What
man,
kind of podcast is this?
like he was like, hey, touching my beard and shit, nigga. I'm okay, like having this conversation.
Yeah.
I just want to say that
You want your
it
barber to
felt
be
good.
rough.
It felt good,
Right.
Like all of these other barbers out here, fuck off, man.
It was just
Y'all
like,
need to go for training.
Oh, okay. It's like brandy when you touch me.
Like I am not shy about saying this.
No,
I even
hey,
tweeted
bro,
it
no
the
one-
other day.
no one is
I was
coming
like,
at
No one's
you,
coming
bro.
at you. Calm down.
Literally.
bro.
No one is coming at
No
you,
one's
bro. We
coming
get
at you.
it.
Damn,
Yes,
it was
the gentleness, the
like
softness.
honestly, I can't wait for next. I can't wait for next Tuesday to go see him.
I fall asleep with the hands of my barber. No, but who wants a rough barber?
I know, right?
Like, how's your barber? Is he general?
I have two barbers, right?
Oh, look at you.
I have, because
Your baba hoe.
type shit. So one of my barbers is a shorty, right?
Oh.
And the other one is a guy.
Diversify.
And I can tell you for a fact, I can tell the difference anytime I go to either, because the shorty is very soft, very gentle with it. And I think it's a women thing. She pays more attention to the detail.
Right.
These things she's gonna do to me, the other guy is not gonna pause, not gonna do to me. I'm like, damn, he don't even touch me like that, you know. So I get it.
Yeah.
I like it soft. I like it tender. I like it just gentle,
Yeah.
as opposed to acha kunikanda kanda, man.
You know,
hey,
like
hey, I get
the
it.
Kwani
way he
hutaki
touches,
kandwa?
bro.
It's not the time.
I gave him a tip of 500 bob yesterday. I
Heavy
was
one.
like, God damn, nigga.
That's a whole haircut.
Bro,
Heavy
yo, let me tell you, this shit is not like I'm invested in this. My haircut is like 300, but I was like, boss.
Let's talk about soft life though.
Yeah.
Do you know what? As I've gotten older, I've realized that there's so much stuff as I get older that like now is just non-negotiable.
Massages.
Like massages.
Yeah.
Like I go physio every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And go for a massage once a month, right? Without fail. The whole pedicure, like shout out to Grouchy's. So the last time I met Grouchy before he traveled, I met him at a barbershop and he was getting his pedicure
done.
ahead of his. And I was like, oh, there's space. Let me just jump in. But I was there for like 2 pedi, everything done. You get me?
Yeah.
And it's really funny how I was in the house the other day and I was thinking to myself, that, you know, people always tweet about the life you have now is the life you would have dreamt for like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was looking around my house and I was just so thankful. Like, I was like, yo, God has been so
good.
faithful.
Amen.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you, but man, I had to draw the line when it came to like the monies and the pedis, right? Because I'm such a cheap hoe, bro. I when it comes to maintenance, I don't want to do a lot. Like, I respect women, bro. Hair, nails, toes.
Don't forget the wax.
Thank
waxing.
you.
Hey, bro,
Do you
like
still get your shit waxed?
only my armpits. Only my armpits. Nice try though. Nice try though. Like if I ask Ashley, in a month.
No, but you used to get them shits waxed as well.
Never. That must be the other nigga. Yeah. So Ashley, in a month of 30 days, how many days do you set apart for every month just for maintenance? On average.
Just a day.
Just a day.
But then it's a whole day. Like you,
Wow.
That session needs to start from like midday. If you start at midday, you're gonna probably leave at like 7 p.m.
This includes
If you
your
start
hair?
at my hair, I usually do my hair myself. But if I need to do my hair,
yeah.
that's thank you. That's another like 3 hours if it's braiding,
God
3 or 4 hours.
That's
If it's just
a
a
third of my
wash,
show.
yeah. If it's just a wash, but see, it happens concurrently. So I go for the wax first. I do my Brazilian. I do my underarms. I do my legs. Then after that, the real business starts. Not that isn't real business. That takes about an hour, right?
Waxing takes an hour.
Yeah, so 30 minutes for Brazilian. And then for legs, both legs and underarms, that takes another like 30 minutes.
Oh, you don't shave your own legs?
No,
Like they actually.
they wax my legs, yeah.
Oh,
So that's
damn,
about an
bro.
hour, 15 minutes, depending on how much it's growing. But, you know, you try to do that within a good time. Then if I'm doing my lashes that day, that's another hour. So we're already at what, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Then you get to the pedicure and manicure. If you're doing both concurrently, then it takes what, like 2 hours roughly?
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, that-
yeah.
2 and
a
a half
good
hours.
pedi takes time.
Exactly. So I'll probably do that before I do the lashes. So the last thing that I'm doing are my lashes. As the pedicure and the manicure is ongoing, I'll probably get my hair washed
Yeah.
or detangled or some shit like that. So some
Yeah,
things
it's a lot.
happen concurrently.
Yeah. Now,
Can I
how
just
much?
say-
How much a month does that bill up to on maintenance?
Roughly.
Roughly.
Like-
Roughly between 15 to 30. Yeah.
Someone's
Your
rent.
rent yangu manze. Tumani, that's my rent. Now,
Between 15 and 30.
Now that's not the main issue. The main issue for me was I think it's also a personal thing. Like my hair and my nails grow at a really fast rate. So once I started the manicures and the pedicures, I realized I'm at that spot every other week.
Yeah.
Every other week I'm there.
Spending 3,
Every
4,
other week
5K.
I'm there.
Yep.
Every other week I'm there. There's still my hair to do. I still have my life to live, bro. So I found it more of
I know something you could give up.
me too, bro. She'll put it on a schedule. So yeah, I think maybe it also, like, you're at a point in life where you can just do these things and not have to worry about the time. Gladly, it's a blessing. You
yeah,
don't
it's a
have to maybe
blessing,
worry
bro.
about the money as well. And you get to enjoy the perks that come with it. Like,
Yeah.
I can smell when a nigga is fresh off of doing the manicures, and the pedicures and all
What do you
that.
mean You can smell.
You can
can.
smell it, bro.
See, like, you can look at my nails, I'm overdue.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see
you
you see
are.
the glossiness on the nails and
Why do you
all
think
that.
I'm wearing socks with sandals? Because I need to go do my pedicure.
Yo, me, I can't even cut my nails straight. Look.
You tried,
Now
didn't you?
I prefer to do my own nails.
I cut my own
Yeah.
nails.
The thing is,
I'm in the shitter.
it's like
Oh my
when you look at this guy, when you look at like grooming, it's just like how far we've come.
Yeah.
Bro, like I remember my
boss. Me, you guys have all done pedicures. I'll be the only man on this, most masculine man, as I've always been. Traditional man like me. I have never had a pedicure and a manicure.
Have you
And
ever,
that
have
makes
you,
you
you
the most
can't cut your
masculine
nails
man.
straight.
what? You've never had
None.
Wait, you never had
No, boy.
you've never had a
Any
manicure
Jago man.
or a pedicure?
A fisherman. You can't, right? Strong Buddha.
No, Austin goes for manicures and pedicures.
Wait. He said he's never
The
been.
Austin
closest I've
has
had
never
you.
been. Okay.
Never.
Good boy.
I knew
Yes.
soft people. Sisi ni,
We need
That's
a
why he
spa
gets all
day.
the
I'm telling
shorties.
you, me even ugali. I don't eat the one for the supermarket. Posho meal.
You.
Yes.
You.
That's a lie, Calvin. Relax.
You're going too far now. Now you're going
Relax.
too far. Now,
That's a
Maybe we
big
would
car.
have been with you until a certain
Until that
point.
point.
Like, you know, me push.
You lost Calvin.
you. Yeah, no.
Me push.
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that Austin's never been for a mani or pedi. Like, I'm shocked.
You've never.
I'm for real. I've never.
No, you. No,
I
no.
doubt
Austin.
You, I get it. But Austin,
I doubt it.
No, I swear to God, I've never done.
huh? He's lying, isn't it?
Calvin
He
is
must be
lying.
lying. Who's lying?
No, Austin is lying.
Y'all niggas gonna act different in front of the cameras.
Oh, it's that, is it?
He's not even in
you're
front of the
acting up.
You're
camera.
gonna switch up in
acting up.
front of the cameras.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Switching up in front of the camera.
The toxic masculinity has been taken away from you officially.
The unfortunate thing is there's things I know about Austin that I can't air out. So there's no he can pull off such a statement at your
Right.
masculine man. No, he's done some shit. He might not have gotten his nails done or his toes done.
no.
But Austin,
We know Austin's emotional.
look, it's not even emotions.
But
It's
you
the
know,
things that people do that
but
are
I'm-
maybe quantified as masculine or feminine. This one, notorious.
open.
Is he twerking?
Bro, with two women. Have you not seen that shit?
I'm
bro?
open.
Have you not seen that shit, bro?
Yeah.
Wearing
I'm open.
shorts
I'm open.
and low cuts.
I'm open to trying and
And
getting
low
a
cut.
pedicure. I want to get a pedicure or manicure, but the dopest shit that I've ever done, right? You know, like right now, I just be sitting and coming up with business ideas. The one business idea I want to think about is a hangover cure. I'm on that, right?
There's no such thing as a hangover cure, I don't think.
Bro, listen, people buy shit, eh? Don't
Okay, fair.
don't kill my
Sorry,
dreams.
sorry, my bad.
You understand?
Let's go, run with it.
Yeah, people buy shit.
Yeah, they
You
will.
get?
You
So-
just need a good branding. Just good branding, that's it.
Then I just mganga kutoka Tanzania and all of that kind of
That's
stuff.
it.
This nigga
But
goes to
let me
KZ
tell
for
you
a
this,
day.
though. The one of the sexiest things I've ever had done to me, man, we were in the shower. This is the year of the Lord, 2018. I even remember, I've never forgotten it vividly.
7
Year of
years
the
ago.
Lord.
Yeah, we were in the shower and she was
who?
like, she's like,
Good question.
your pubic hair. Okay, do you mind if I shave it? And she was over there holding my junk one.
Probably was just like if I put it in the mouth, then all the hair is gonna be sticking out.
Like-
it was for her more than it was for you.
No.
Sorry.
It's not hairy like that. It's not like your afro. You know what I mean? But it's
Even if it were, no problem.
She was like, she's not about to
You've
start
never watched
spinning
those movies.
mid session.
but yeah,
no.
but you
That
know,
happens
But you know
afterwards.
that shit is crazy. But you know that shit is
mid
disgusting.
session, you're like
you, yeah, geez.
No. I'm remaining firmly impartial on this. I'm listening to you. I'm a innocent bystander right now.
Before we talk about other things, yo, ladies, when your pussy been eaten and all of that, and they got like pubic hair, at times, bro, you even need a toothpick after this shit. Like,
Dental floss, bro. Dental floss.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, when you
need
give-
Listerine though.
when you give the warning, it's usually just like, yeah, I don't care about that. I'm a real man.
I like it when I haven't. Ebu, get up. Ebu, has that ever stopped
over,
anyone,
nigga.
bro? And this is like the umpteenth time she's telling you I haven't shaved. Ebu,
It's a thing.
It's like nowadays how babes at here over here commandoing.
Finna be
Do you know
Tarzan
our
today, bro.
grandfathers were being turned on by, petticoats? Like, god damn.
Kamisi.
Kamisi, bro. Dera.
So,
Yo, what petticoat she got?
I want to welcome you to the Mics Are Open
Now we can start.
round about 2019. This is how it used to
Oh,
be.
that's true.
This is how it used to be. Now, for real, I think that
Have you ever seen a petticoat?
Kwanzaa, the ones with firiris down here.
My grandmother used to wear
And
petticoats.
she's, oh damn, now you
can't
didn't have to
mention
bring up your
grandmother with
manze.
petticoats.
Because I
We
was just
can't go
about to say like
left
she
over.
only has a petticoat on and
Yeah.
nothing else inside.
Like
You
my
can't bring up your grandma right now
I
in
know,
that
like, why you
conversation,
gotta
bro.
be a
Why?
buzzkill like that?
Why would you do that,
Yeah,
bro?
Apple
They
even
call
be
them
handy.
they call them slips.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sour,
Yeah,
but you
talking
didn't need to
about
bring in your
bare
grandmother into this
Yeah.
conversation,
Why-
bro.
why-
We're talking about sex.
I'm that old.
No, it's not that. It
In
was,
fact, I went on my first day on a horse, okay? It was like, IVG money.
No.
Wish to be
Listen,
drink your
it's not
fair
about
day
that. It's not
on
about
my
that.
horse.
I'm saying.
That is how you role play in the
Would you-
bedroom.
Would you
Respect
like
that shit,
if a lady in
Also
the year
dead.
2025 she was rocking a petticoat? Like,
Bro.
that's a rare find.
Yeah.
But
and
you
nothing else
know, the
inside.
Af girlies are doing it, yeah?
Afghanis, the ones with the unshaved armpits or what?
Yeah, those ones.
God damn,
The
that
ones who
shit-
wear the granny, what is it
Granny-
called?
the parachutes.
Granny skirts,
Yo,
hair,
and those dresses, man.
with belts. They're sexy, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
some of them usually wear the petticoats with nothing on top.
Yeah.
They rock it though.
What?
Yeah, with
They
like a
can get
loose
it.
belt,
Yeah.
like a crop top, or like a
I
bralette
think
or
the
some shit.
Wakorinos
She has
still
a
wear
bunch of
petticoats.
rocks
But damn
somewhere.
sure. Yeah.
Go me rock
Mad
hard.
bloody rocks.
Niongeze
Yeah.
kwa collection.
Y'all bitches are fine as fuck though. I have to tell you that.
True. I like it.
Yo, anyway, guys, first and
I'm not
foremost,
paying you guys no attention. I'm just here with Spider-Man.
Let me. I gotta. You guys have a lot of.
Spider-Man is like, bye.
You guys have a lot of fans of the mics are open in Tanzania.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Fire.
I got a couple of guys who were like, "Yo, I'm delivering a speech," and someone's like, "Yo, Big C." I'm like, "Not here, nigga."
No, where else,
running.
man? When you, bro, ulikuwa na podcast tour, how else are they supposed to refer
Yeah,
to you?
yeah.
It's Big C.
Bro,
But you speak from a position of authority because you're a podcaster.
yes, yes.
In chief.
But I'm trying to say this, right? TZ, we've got a couple of guys who watch the podcast over there.
They
That
speak
is
English over
fantastic. Oh, a lot. Really?
I want Jimani to ask
I'm
that
joking.
question in Tanzania.
I had a very interesting.
I know it's ongea is talk, right?
Yes.
So
Just leave it at
Wow.
that. Just stop there. Yeah. Wanaongea.
ongea.
Wanaongea.
Kiswahili.
Na Kiingereza.
You know what's
That
crazy?
one, yeah.
You know, I can see why. I can see why you've actually never
Tanzania.
never really fully learned.
Swahili?
In Kenya, you don't need to.
You don't need to.
TZ.
I was with Kevin, right? Kevin's American and he doesn't speak. He enrolled and didn't complete, right?
Yeah.
Bro, everywhere in TZ, you know they're on Kiswahili. He was
100%.
like, his phone was off, basically.
Yeah.
In Kenya, like he was telling me, in Kenya,
You can move around.
You can
You
move
don't need
around. Everybody speaks English.
I don't
Yeah.
think the first time I went to TZ and I went to an event and I'd put my drink on a speaker box. And this guy comes up to me talking to me. He's not talking aggressively. So I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. And then the glass vibration from the speaker, the glass drops on the floor and breaks. And he's like, see, I was trying to tell you that.
Like I have no idea.
I was like,
What were you saying?
why did you just say it? Like,
Oh man.
why did you just grab it and move it? He was just,
Oh, valid.
Hey, boundaries.
Boundaries.
They don't know how to say something straight up though. It's usually
They're
a whole,
polite.
they go around the whole bush and tree and
And
whole,
then-
they circle through everything.
But that's always
bushes.
like even like even in the days when I used to really enjoy like going to coast just on those quick solo weekday trips. And I've never been to Zanzibar, bruv, because I thought to myself,
Oh,
I'd be
really?
lost out there, bruv.
In Kuti.
Zanzibar's
Polite, yeah.
It's
Yeah?
pretty good. Yeah. Zanzibar, you can, I mean, if you're in Dar, you can take a ferry to Zanzibar. It's maybe about an hour or so. It's not, or you can fly, but the ferry is really good.
Right.
And Zanzibar,
That's
I think you
super
can cover Zanzibar from like Nungwi all the way down to.
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are you talking
For like
about?
2 hours.
What are you talking like when I walked in? You mentioned about because I'm seriously thinking of doing something I've never done in a long time. Well, ever.
Mari. Oh no, you've
No,
done that. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking of buying a stake in a racehorse.
Yeah. So
Of buying what?
A stake in a racehorse.
A snake and a
A
racehorse.
snake.
A stake.
Or a steak.
So you know when you
Okay.
buy, when like a horse that races,
Yeah.
you can buy a leg,
Yeah.
like it's called buying a leg. So
Really?
you can buy a leg, like you can buy a stake in.
yeah, it's
I
like
know the
shares.
steak I wanna buy.
No, it's not transferable, bro. But like, so like, oh, Andy, bro, oh my.
Yeah,
good
we've
goodness.
arrived.
I was like, wow, casually
Wow. As
You
far
were
as I
saying?
know, when it comes to racehorses, you can buy a leg. I'm not sure what else you can buy. Like, but so like,
And
there's-
just so I wasn't thinking that. I know where you're at. I wasn't thinking that. Just so you know.
okay,
Yeah.
So there's a yearling sale happening this weekend. I think it's at the Jockey Club. And I met someone recently, shout out to Godric, who actually has a stake, and he's telling me how this thing works. And it was really interesting because really young guy into tech. So used to work with a buddy of mine, and he's telling me about how like they bought like a horse, and their horse ran, and it came second, and one of their horses might be invited to go and race in Dubai. It was proper interesting because I figured to myself, I'm never gonna take up golf. Like I've been trying to think myself into
But
taking
it's not
up golf.
happening.
It's not gonna happen. But yo, racehorse. Imagine when you bring the G Money pizzazz to the races,
Come
bro.
on.
My horse will be like proper.
Stallion.
So okay.
Most people watching this podcast, right? I guarantee you, 99% of the people watching this podcast now have never thought about owning a horse.
Yeah.
Not the
Fair
horses
enough.
we think about.
Yeah, so it's allowing people to live vicariously. It's like when I say to you, I like your sneakers, I like your shoes, I like your horse.
Thank you.
Or like, yeah,
So let me get this right. So your horse is just going to be a racehorse, right?
a racehorse, yeah.
It's not going to play
But it's
no
gonna
polo.
have an IG profile.
Come
it's gonna
on.
have everything. Like, yo, we're even gonna film a pod at the horse's house.
Are we gonna hear
You're
from the
pushing
horse's
it.
mouth too?
Bro.
I see.
Think about, bro. Who do you know
Where-
who
where
owns a
you-
horse? You
I
should
know a
buy a
couple
leg
of
as
guys.
well, bro.
I mean,
No, I'm all right.
I've seen some on our website.
My mom actually used to bet on horses way back in the day.
Me, I want to own a horse, bro.
It's lucrative. I see it.
By the jockey club. So
Yeah.
where's this horse going to stay at?
It will stay in where the horses live.
No, but because
I think this is information that you
I
really
think
need.
you should
I didn't
think about
that.
Yeah.
No, because when you buy, so what it is, how it works now is, some people just invest in the horse. Some people invest in like the horses and the horse's maintenance. So there's a thing called a syndicate, which now is the people who buy the horse together. So like when you're investing in a horse, I don't know how it works about like. So I guess you put this money in, so you can. Some people just buy like a leg, but some people now contribute now to the upkeep and looking after this horse. But remember, bro, this horse, if you get a good horse and it wins a race and it goes to race somewhere like Dubai and it wins a race out there, that's some proper
Some
money.
good money. You guys should watch.
One race can even be like $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, the horses with the crown prince and them in Dubai are quite something. If you've got time, watch a movie called Red, about a horse called Red. They used to race in the Kentucky Derby. And the story about how, as a child, when they were trying to like get, it's, because you know, if the horse is really
It's
good.
not called a
and it's
child when it was a colt.
colt, yes. Wow.
Good
yeah, when
dog.
it was a colt, right?
Man is in the
Don't
English.
play
man.
with me.
So when he was a colt, right, and he went on, so it's a very famous horse, Red, right?
Okay.
So everybody was trying to get its seed. So
That's where the money are going.
yeah.
Bro, that's where the money is. So my guys
Breeding.
who own the
breeding.
horse,
Yeah.
that's where the money is, bro. Because if you have like this horse that is run second, and suppose this horse now goes on to become like a champion horse in Kenya.
People
all the
want
other
it.
little horses want your horse to smash their horse.
Yeah.
Breed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with cows.
Cartel come
Yeah.
breed me. You know?
Cattle come in me.
It's the same with
With
cows,
cows.
right? Like if you've got a cow that can, like, you know, that can give you maybe what, 100, 120 liters a day, you definitely
milk.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
You need
Yo,
to
you guys have you know, every year Brookside has like an agricultural show at the ASK grounds.
Yep.
Yo, you go see some cows. One cow's like what, 300 and something kgs.
Bare heifers over there.
Udder, like it's got boobs for days, bro. Like,
Udders.
you know, like, have you ever seen boobs
They're not
with like
boobs, they're udders.
udders,
bro.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you know what I'm saying though? Like it's got,
No.
yo, the boobs are so big, like it's even
Udders.
got veins on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to, yeah.
This is what I'm saying to like end of the day, like
Why are you fascinated by
So
the
let me ask you
veins
this.
in the adult?
no, listen, but
Okay.
Stop.
when I'm thinking about
Do you want to get a male or a female?
This is
I
the
don't know
best
enough
thing to
about horses. Like, I feel that, like, I'm not just looking at the horse, like, for the racing. I'm looking at this horse as a breeder.
Yeah.
You know what?
LW.
Long
Like,
term.
I've got a name for your horse. You know what you should call your horse?
I can't
Because it's
today.
gonna be
Yeah, not
because
just
it's gonna be such a good horse. I think you should call it Tory Lanez
Tory Lanez. Why Tory Lanez?
because it's not a stallion.
Wow. Wow.
Just go back and rewrite
actually-
that one.
I actually-
You andika
yeah,
tena. Iko na
rewrite that one.
potential. Iko na potential lakini bado.
Oh, okay. So
So hold on. Let me ask you now, right? It says owning a horse can be a fulfilling experience, offering numerous physical, mental, and social benefits, from increased physical activities and reduced stress to developing an important life skill and building social connections. The advantages of horse ownership are significant. Right. So I asked guys on IG what I should call my horse, right? So listen what people have said. Caleb says I should call my horse Power. Moji underscore 89 says
Power.
I should call my horse Calvin. It's
getting warm.
Marco says I should call my house Popeye. The underdog says I should call my horse Calvin. Agri says
2 for Calvin.
Agri says, watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
That's funny.
Uncle underscore Bean says, Wanguku.
We got 3 for
A
Calvin.
horse called chicken.
And
Wow.
Mwenda also says, Calvin, look, you think I'm joking?
How many do we have? 4 for Calvin.
So people want you to pet Calvin. Basically.
Wow.
That's what they're saying. You have
weird.
You
I
have
did
moved
not-
from being a son, now you're a pet.
I did not
love it.
even I don't even know why Calvin figured, but there you
4
go,
for
bro.
Calvin.
Yeah,
Wild.
man.
Nah, I'm for it,
That's
man.
a dope.
A horse called Calvin.
Yep.
So far.
Who's gonna ride it?
Called Calvin.
You know, there's a very famous song called "A Horse with No Name."
Really?
Yeah.
Call it Bodak.
Bodak Black.
Bodak.
Or
You guys
Cardi?
don't- You
Cardi.
guys ain't never heard
Like
that
Cardi
song?
B.
Why?
Bodak Black.
Bodak yellow.
Black Yellow, whatever it's called.
There's a horse called Bojack. It's super depressed though.
Yeah, it's a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
You
I
guys
love
watch
it.
Spirit, the movie?
Yes.
The horse
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
You
a
haven't
song by. This is a song. It's called by the group called America. A Horse with No Name.
Bro, speaking. We don't know it.
On the fast day.
Is he serious?
Oh, I know the song. It used to play on
Country.
XFM a lot, actually.
I'm a rock.
It's rock country.
Kill it.
That's what
saw.
I'm gonna listen to on the way
Yo,
home.
speaking about we're talking about
Riding
that song.
horses.
No.
Oh, okay.
Complete divert. Bro, have you seen this Glastonbury scandal?
Yeah, with the
What
with
if
the
he
band.
died? I've been seeing some headlines.
Bob Villan.
Yeah.
They performed last weekend. Eh?
So to give you some context, basically what happened is, and don't put the clip because we'll probably be blacklisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what happened is this guy, Bob Villan, is a punk rap artist in the UK. There's a group actually. Went on stage and of course was like Free Palestine, you know, is expressing his freedom of speech. But then he went a step further and he was like saying death to the soldiers in the Israeli soldiers. Yo, have you seen the response? How quick it's been?
Yeah.
Of course, they're gonna see that as anti-Semitic.
visas
Yeah.
The visas have been revoked. They're supposed to go on tour in the
in
US.
America next month or October.
October.
That's gone.
Gone.
It's played with the big boys.
Also,
BBC have had to take down the
BBC have
footage.
taken down
Yeah.
the footage.
Yeah.
Had to apologize if they had to do this.
Because BBC initially
management-
had refused to take it down.
Yeah.
But
Management
yeah.
management have dropped him.
The pressure.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, he posted something on IG because I followed him after. I didn't even know he existed before. Followed him after and he's like, yo, like today his daughter's going to school and she's agitating for a change in the school meals that they have at school. And the way he worded it was along the lines of like, I'm glad that she's exercising her voice now because today it might be she's talking about we want the meals at school to be more healthy. Tomorrow she might be talking about an end to genocide wherever it is, you know. And it's really crazy. I was thinking about cancel culture.
Yeah.
And how the freedom of speech used to be so vaunted. And it's really, really crazy. Like, you know, Gary Lineker lost his job for being not even pro, for being, like, a lot of the people, it's this conflict in the Middle East, it's so super interesting because, I mean, whenever anybody talks about what happened with Hamas invading Israel and the people who lost their lives and the kidnapping, I think October 8th or October 7th,
Yeah.
a couple years
2 years
ago, right?
ago, yeah.
I don't know the specific date, but I know it's 7th or 8th, right? October 23, right?
Yeah.
No one is saying that Hamas or the military arm Hamas is blameless. It's like if you poke a stick or a snake, eventually the snake's gonna get rattled, right?
Yeah.
But what guys are actually talking about, Gary Lineker, this other guy, is the women and the children. Mandem ain't saying you're killing men and no women and children who we are seeing these images
footage and all
of
of that.
guys even being bombed while looking for aid and looking for food, and it's crazy how, like, I really sit and think about it. How can anybody not see that that's just not right?
Yeah.
Very good
Like,
question.
it's
Yeah.
just I don't get, like,
But you
I
see-
don't get it. It's like, and to bring it closer to home, right? It's like when I hear the former police spokesperson here talking about, well, you know, the guy who was shot in the with the mask at point blank range, who's died, I've heard, right?
Yeah,
right.
Unfortunately, man.
Yeah.
Rest
You know,
in peace.
you can, he said you could see in the video that the guy had abused the police officer before he shot him. I'm like,
Where?
Where?
I'm like, where are we?
Yeah.
Even if he did,
And-
it doesn't warrant
It
being
doesn't
shot in
warrant,
the
yeah,
head.
yeah.
I see these kids being disappeared, and there's yesterday where the judge was talking about, listen, I don't care this latest abduction,
Yeah.
whatever it is, and it's like, I don't care who's right, who's wrong. I want
him.
this Kenyan, this human to be presented.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think, like, where are we on this planet where we're in such, we're scared to speak up. And it's not just about local things, or it's not just about international things, but even on the local level as well.
You know,
like,
it's-
we're in quite the conundrum.
Yeah, we really are. We're in very territory we've never been in before, right? Have you guys seen the new law that they're trying to silently
Yeah.
pass?
For
that?
protesting.
Protests.
Yeah.
What's that one now?
Yo, so they're trying to pass a law about protesting where before you have a protest, right, you have to have informed the authorities 3 to 14 days before. You have to have said who you are, your name,
The
this and this and
slogans.
this, all of that, and
Yeah.
they want your physical address as well.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you're protesting and there's like how it's been with the looting and what, you can be blamed for that and you can pay for that.
Yeah.
If there's property
crazy.
damaged and what, right? On top of that, they're also saying that if you're protesting, right, and something goes like, haywire and all of that, you can be fined 100K or a year in jail. Like, it's a very
Mad.
weird, interesting, kind of very terrible, so it's been considered, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's a crazy ass law.
I
It's been
get
received, eh?
I get the designated places. I mean, I'm not for it, but as
No.
far as
I'm for
protesting and maybe the locations and the places where guys usually go to protest, maybe the same way we have designated places for events.
So in
you won't
Fran-
just go and hold an event anywhere in the middle of town. To that part, yes, I agree, because on the other side, I really empathize with the business people who suffered crazy losses and they had to start afresh,
Yeah.
and all that. I really empathize with them, right? So that alone is what I am for. Let's find designated places where if we want to protest, yes, but I want us to be part of the conversation. I don't want these guys to go behind closed doors and decide this for us. They're not the ones who are protesting.
Yeah.
You won't come and tell someone, I want you to complain like this. No,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
You're the one who is making them
But
complain.
in France, in fairness, in France, I know that they do have designated protest areas.
Yeah.
Right.
So, for example, if you're going to protest in Upper Hill, you have to protest just
This specific.
in this particular place, which,
Yeah.
which I guess makes sense. But I think also that, like, I'm just saddened by where we are in terms of humanity. Like,
Yeah.
that the loss of life has become so.
Menial.
Like,
Yeah.
Trivial.
it's like, think about it, right? Remember, well, you guys probably won't remember because it's before your times, but
Probably.
no, I'm just being honest, like,
Yeah.
and it's like, I remember when there was this whole global effort to stop hunger at the time when there was famine in Ethiopia, Somalia, Ethiopia, right? The Ethiopian famine of the early 90s or late 80s, right?
Late 80s, yeah.
The whole world was
behind it.
galvanized. There were songs, "We Are the World."
Yeah.
There was "Feed the World" by Sir Bob Geldof. All these things.
Have you seen the video where thing is one of the guys is telling him, "Yo, tell them they don't speak Swahili in Ethiopia."
Oh, in the video when they were making the song.
Yeah.
Because Stevie wanted them to sing a Swahili verse. Yeah, I remember that, right? But the point I'm trying to make is the world galvanized against a global issue.
Yeah.
And I just find it crazy how you look at America, you look at England, you look at the West, you look at all these, like, nobody understands that, like, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
I think,
And guys are being cancelled for that. It's crazy.
yeah,
Bro,
but
you know what's crazy about it, right? Even before the Middle East conflict currently, and since like 2023, bro, remember when Wiley got cancelled?
Wiley got
I
cancelled.
get it, but yeah, Wiley kinda. I get the
See,
point to where he would have been okay, but I think he went some extra.
Wiley got cancelled because literally he said that a lot of Jewish people in the music industry are this, that, and the other. But then the reality is that a lot of the music industry people globally are actually Jewish.
Yeah.
No, like Damn.
Kanye said it.
I don't want to get cancelled or anything because it seems like if you say anything
You're doomed.
negative about
Okay.
Israel or anything of the sort, then you're going to get repercussions. But honestly, even when I was doing journalism back in school, you know, and you're looking at the differences in the media outlets, this is when there was shit going down in, was it Iraq or what? I don't remember what exactly was
Iraq.
going on. Iraq. My bad. You know, and
No, it's Iraq. I love how they say Iraq.
Okay.
yeah,
so,
you see the differences between Western media, what they are reporting, and an outlet like Al
Like
Jazeera.
Al Jazeera.
You know,
Give your money to Al
Okay.
Jazeera.
and
I've
they make sure, yeah.
I've
There's
just
no
Googled,
bias.
right? I've just Googled, right? Like I Googled Leo Cohen, who was oh, stop it. Yeah, Leo Cohen is Jewish, right? He was at some point very high up in Def Jam.
Yeah.
Right?
The label.
MC Search, I guess Mac Miller as well.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller, the guy who died. Jerry Heller as well. Well, Drake is half Jewish as well. There's, I think, Lucian Grange. Let me just.
Lucian, who Kanye's always talking about.
Lucian Grange.
He says, Drake's daddy.
And Lucian has been in the industry since even I got into the industry all those years ago. Yes, Lucian Grange is also Jewish. His son is now in the industry. He's the CEO and chairman of Universal Music Group. His son is also Lucian Grange. His son is also big up in the industry. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, so when Wiley says that a lot. So Lucian Grange's son, Elliot Grange, is also involved in the music industry. He's founder and CEO of 10K Projects, a record label that has signed artists like Ice Spice. So Ice Spice is signed to Lucian's son's label. The point I'm trying to make is, like, and as I think Dave Chappelle said at some point, right? It's like if I walk into this room and I say, "Wow, there's a lot of black people here."
It's a fact.
It's a fucking fact.
But then you're doomed if you say it.
But if you go and you say that there's a lot of Jewish people in the music industry at a very high level, oh, you're being anti-Semitic, but it's actually quite true.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not something to be sad about.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah. But
I don't know, man.
It's like saying there's a lot of corruption in Kenya. It's a fact.
It's
a
a fact.
It's
you know?
it's like the majority, you pointing out that they are the majority, them getting offended by the fact that you're noticing or you're calling out them being the majority, yet it's a fact. And it cuts across, like with the journalism thing, the Zionist media is doing the thing, you know, when it comes to the music industry. Bro, how many of these guys are at the top? And even beyond that, some of these things have seeped through into the generations that are coming after them. For example, when I was doing that research back then, you find that, you know what, in Israel, they have some very amazing business practices. Because I remember one rabbi was talking about the fact that why do you never see maybe a family that is Israeli struggling financially, or a lot of people who come from that end, even within the country, they don't struggle financially? It's because some of these principles that they get to keep them as crazy as fuck, man. Because you'll teach the kids 1, 2, 3 things. When your business is making money, you don't just take all the money, you send the money to 1, 2, 3 things. You know, there's a family that's benefiting from all that.
Indians do the same thing as well in terms of, like, you know, making sure that their young'uns learn about business as well. I've been to Israel.
Wealth and business management.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Tel
I've been
Aviv?
to Israel. I've been to Tel Aviv and also, well, Jerusalem wasn't that far away. So I went to
Have you been to
Jerusalem.
Bethlehem?
No, I've been to Jerusalem and I've been to Tel Aviv.
Nazareth?
But this is, no, bro, come on, man.
Jordan with them Jordans.
No, like I'm fucking asking questions.
No, this was, so
Only Nazareth is not a city anymore.
Actually, I'd gone to Israel on business. So when I first started working,
Business of what? Seeing Jesus.
No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. You'll give me
Jeezy.
gas. That's your boy. That's your boy, bro.
Jeezy, your homie.
That's your boy. And the story has colored just like that.
It's okay.
How long?
All right.
On the real. How long were you in Israel though?
Like 4 days.
Like, did you actually go see some of these spots?
I went to Jerusalem just to see the spot.
How's Jerusalem?
This is 90s. It was just like how you'd expect it to look in the Bible.
Do they have the ruins?
There's old Jerusalem.
The ruins?
Yeah. And it's a modern city as well. So
Yeah, I know.
that's the first time I knew that Mount Zion was actually a real place. Because you actually it was ZIYON. Like as you go into Jerusalem, you see a sign that says Mount Zion.
Did you go to that wall that everybody?
The Wailing Wall? No. I didn't do all of that. So what took me to Israel, funnily enough, was that I used to work with this Ghanaian lady. Her name was Veronica. God rest her soul. She passed away with cancer, right? And Veronica used to go to Israel and take products, because there was, at that time, this is 90s, there was a big African community in Tel Aviv. So things like yams, hair products, these things. So she took me along with her. Actually, no, I went with her husband, actually. She got me to fly so that I would have the suitcases, additional weight, because it's cheaper than, I guess, in those days than shipping it in, or it was easier. So I remember I went to Israel, like just taking products for black folk. And I was amazed. There was a place I went to, it was bare. I mean, my connection to Africa wasn't as it is now. So me, I was like a Jamaican, like there's some bare Africans here, like Nigerians, Ghanaians, Ethiopians. So they obviously they couldn't get things like yam and those things. So we used to take them there to sell.
Yeah.
And when I went
brought them those Jamaican yams, right?
Yeah, shut up. And also the interesting thing was, for me, it was the first country I'd been in where everybody was literally armed. The
Really?
taxi drivers,
What do you
everybody was like,
They got one of them.
everybody was strapped. Like,
What do you mean?
everyone.
Like he's standing and you can see his pistol or some shit.
Yeah, like the taxi driver was armed.
Damn.
And like even young, like there's the soldiers that I remember in my memories, like they were young, like these were like 18-year-old kids. Like,
Because I think you got to go through that.
I think so. I'm not
at
sure.
18 or something. Yeah.
But like
So it's
I'm
not
saying,
that it was a volatile time.
No. And also, I remember it because at that time, all the taxis we took were all Benzes.
Damn.
Like this is 90s, bruv. And it was an interesting experience. I remember also when I was leaving, they really quizzed me, like going out of the country. And it was interesting to me because I wasn't really quizzed that much going in, but leaving, I was absolutely quizzed sana.
Is it like probing or is it like survey?
No,
Like-
more survey type program. Like, are you with this person?
Probing.
Are you, as in, it wasn't like you come here and like I'm
Aggressive
No.
or-
It was more like, oh, you're traveling with this guy. How do you know this guy? You know this person?
Right.
And it was interesting. Like I'd always said I'd wanted to go back because I remember calling my grandmother. And like I used to have this thing where whenever I travel, I'd call my grandma and say, "Yo, guess where I am?" And like I remember calling her and saying, "Yo, Mom, I'm in Israel. I'm in Jerusalem." I called her from Jerusalem, and she was like, "Yeah, what's it like there?" And I'm like, "It's just, it's like how you'd think, because you have the old city, the new city. So you have bits that look like you'd expect in
The Bible.
in the Bible, like
Did you see the hill where they were crucified?
No, bro, this is so many. I don't remember it like vividly because this is 30 years
It was
ago.
probably there before it happened, but it's okay.
You
Yeah.
fool.
No, I think
Was it called Calvary?
Yeah, Golgotha and all that, yeah.
Golgotha.
yeah.
Golgotha.
I like this. I like this one. One crazy wish you wouldn't want your genie to mess up.
All of them don't mess up any wish. How about that?
No, I like it because I saw a meme the other day, and there was this guy and he had a big rooster. saw that meme?
Yes.
He had like a big rooster.
When you give ChatGPT the wrong prompt.
Like, try again. I didn't mean.
Did you see that meme? You didn't see that meme?
Me riding my huge
Oh,
cock in the
that's
sun.
real.
Oh, wow.
Can I-
I see
Yeah.
what you.
Yeah, I'm riding my huge cock in the sunset.
You saw it.
So
You seen it?
So
Yeah?
he got a big
he had
cock.
he had a
Yeah.
Literally.
Bro, let me tell you.
He got exactly what he asked
A
for.
big cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say, right, that honestly, my timeline on IG is cooked. Like, as in, it's deviant as fuck.
Is it
My
fun? Is it
algorithm-
naughty?
No, it's fun. I laugh at that. It's dark. It's just dark.
Dark humor.
He's part of it as well. You're part of the reason why my algorithm is terrible. terrible.
Oh, I thought it
Yo,
was dark.
I love Instagram, bro. Like, you know, once you just give it that algorithm of like stupid shit you can laugh about, it goes on and on and on.
Mine's full
goes
of like
on.
cat videos. Those cats who keep getting pregnant from like crocodiles, chickens.
What do
Oh,
you
yeah, I
mean?
saw that. Yeah.
How's the cat getting?
It's
Bruh,
possessed
pregnant.
with those videos. The AI videos.
Oh,
It's possessed with those videos.
Speaking
it's
about
wild.
AI, right? So there's an initiative to get like I was watching this on John Oliver. There's an initiative to get like anything AI generated is gonna have a label.
But it's already there on
Yeah.
it's already there on IG.
That should
but-
be helpful.
So a
pretty
lot of
much.
guys are doing that, right? Because they were talking
can't tell
about
what's real.
Remember when Pinterest used to be Pinterest, like actual pictures?
Still is, honey.
Yeah, but now it's a lot of AI generated photos. You get what I mean? So they were actually giving an example of there were floods in the US at some point last year, right?
Right.
And someone's generated an image of someone holding a child and they're in water. So the whatevers, what are they called? The emergency guys have gone looking for that particular person.
Thinking
dog
it's
is
for real.
hilarious.
Yeah, but there's no.
The hyena.
It's just like when LA was burning.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the AI videos of Hollywood sign burnt?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't get burnt.
There's a movie that recently came out about the. What is it called?
That's the
The Big Cock.
big cock. You saw that one.
I saw it. Yeah.
I don't remember what the movie is, but this guy
Oh wow, he's riding his
technically
cock.
created an app that AI generates disaster situations in different countries. So people started rioting, and this other guy now created it's Tech Bros. I'll look for the name and share it with you. But it's pretty much the same, right? You need to authentify that it is AI or not because it can cause chaos or
As we speak about AI, so this morning I was working on a marketing strategy, right? I was just in the crib and I was just working on this like this idea of this thing that I wanted to launch, right? And I started sketching my ideas out. And then I was like, gee, like, why are you doing this? Like, just go to AI.
Throw a prompt in.
Yeah, for a prompt in. So I sat down and I wrote a prompt. Like my prompt was probably like half a page like in, right? Can I tell you, this thing gave me the exact thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
And it really makes me always think about like, yo, when are we gonna just decide that school is not necessary?
now, please.
Like
Some
for real.
places have already decided that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like end of the day, like we're not going back. Like we're not going backwards.
No.
It's like end of the day, it's like the same way how Spotify came and changed music. Netflix came and killed video rental and DVDs. Like, can we just admit that like school is on its last legs?
I think school is important, but what school will be important for is to teach you how to be a leader, or to teach you how to manage people, or to you see the
People
social skills, people skills.
Yes.
Case in point, I've been reading about, or I've been seeing it around where billionaires take their children. They don't learn like any regular maths, English, etc., etc. They learn how to actually acquire power and how to become leaders of the world.
Fam, I think schools, like primary school, you should just go to primary school to play.
Now you need a bit of the education as well, like a proper balance.
Yeah, also to
I get
teach
it.
you
No,
how
I
to
think
have
you should go
to ask
primary
for
school.
knowledge, right?
I think school should start at 9 o'clock. None of this going to school at
Facts.
6. You go to, hold on.
3 hours.
What's happened?
The jury has reached a verdict in Diddy's trial.
Innocent.
Diddy done
All
did it.
charges.
He's off.
No, they're saying they will read it shortly. God damn.
You know we've been waiting for this since morning,
Bro,
right?
I'm waiting for it, man.
Wait.
Because I'm a Diddler fan.
Wait. It's
Sorry.
Wednesday now. This podcast is going out on Friday.
Friday. yeah.
I'm
Right.
being dramatic.
Wait. It's Wednesday. Diddy his verdict has not been released. I'm sure it'll be released by Friday, right?
Yeah, she'll be.
Right.
They're going to read it today.
Today.
jury is
right.
already-
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So now, let's do a poll so that on Friday, we can see,
Place your bets.
place your bets. So Biggie, is Diddy gonna get off? Pause. Is Diddy
God,
gonna beat the charges?
Is it going to slide
Or is he going to jail? He's going to jail. Austin? Jail? Calvin?
Okay. I think for a couple of, because you know it's a sheet of charges, right? There might be a couple they'll find him guilty for, but overall, not a much. I don't know, unless you guys tell me. So, do you go to jail if one of them, if you're, because it's several counts.
This is not Gachagua, bro.
It's several counts, right?
Several
Yes,
counts
yeah.
with varying
Yes, very
yeah.
different. Like
Sentences.
trafficking, arson, you got all of them.
Racketeering.
You have-
So earlier, this was what, 18 hours ago. So jury has sent out a note. They have reached verdicts on count 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is sex trafficking and transportation of prostitution, but remains divided on count 1, which is the RICO, and never mind, which is RICO. I think he might get off of RICO. He
Yeah.
might get off.
Yeah. I
2,
don't
3,
think so.
4, which
No,
is sex
RICO
trafficking and transportation. That one, he's definitely going down for.
Yeah, Rico.
I think he's
for the
gonna
Rico,
beat
that
those
case
ones.
is not that
But no,
complicated.
for the RICO one, actually, yeah, it might be one or the other. But for the RICO one, they didn't necessarily. The case wasn't as strong for
Yeah,
the
it
RICO.
wasn't, yeah.
For the sex trafficking and transportation, that one was big because the majority of the people who also testified, if you watch all the presenters who have been doing, like the ones who have been reporting about the Diddy case, majority of the guys who went on the stand, they were talking about sex trafficking, his employees, the people he dated, people that he worked with in the industry as well. Majority of it was sex trafficking and transporting. Same as the sex workers. There it was transporting and sex trafficking, if you think about it. So RICO, he might get off of. Sex trafficking and transporting, probably not.
I think he'll beat sex trafficking and transportation, but he's not going to beat the RICO and racketeering charges. I don't think he's gonna get those.
Mandem.
And they'll bring him down.
Diddy's going home.
He can't
He's
go
not.
home.
He's not going home.
He can't
They
go
can't.
home.
They
Let-
can't
let me
go.
tell you.
That bash is gonna be serious.
let me
if
tell
it
you.
flies out. My
Let me
God.
tell you, right?
Not laid out.
The only cases that's gonna stick for Diddy are gonna be the quote unquote minor cases. The big cases, the RICOs and all that, he is not gonna get. Bro, I'm telling you, Diddy's gonna beat some of these charges.
All of them are big charges if you think about it, though.
The most Diddy's gonna do is serve a couple months, and then they're gonna take time off for the time he's already served.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let
They're
me
gonna
tell you
take
why I
time
say
off
that,
for the-
right?
No,
Let me-
he
let me-
can't. He
let me
can't get
explain.
away.
Let me explain, right? You see the day when I saw that they said that like the major they were dropping some of those charges.
Yeah.
It means they couldn't prove them,
Yeah, they couldn't.
right?
So the case became-
So the stuff. Don't get me. It's
That's
still
that's a settlement technically between the lawyers.
Some heinous.
Yeah.
There's still some heinous shit, but I feel the big shit that my man's getting off of that shit.
The big shit's
And
not
maybe
gonna,
you might.
big shit's not
I
gonna
think
flow.
they'll be like, we find you guilty on this, and you have to serve 2 years, and you've already served 6
year.
months.
He's
or
been in jail almost a year.
almost a
From
year.
2024
And they-
June, if I'm
Yeah,
not
and then
wrong.
they apply this calculation of 1 point blah 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 da, and he walks in 4 months time.
Nah, that guy is probably getting a minimum of 15.
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might get back to back like life sentences out of some of these. things,
Yeah.
bro. That
He's been
I
there
don't think
charge
so.
sheet is
He's
crazy.
been in
it's
jail
insane.
since September 16.
September.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is, remember,
So not even a year.
Remember the worst thing that we visually saw. What's the worst thing we saw Diddy do?
Cassie beating
The
up
Cassie thing.
Also,
The
the
Cassie
jury
thing.
the jury was shown videos of the freak offs.
But what I'm trying
And
to
was shown videos of different during the freak offs. There were different abusive situations that went down.
Right.
So the jury saw that, and I think that's why the verdict came out so quickly on sex trafficking.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the Cassie situation. Is he on trial for that, or did that just happen?
I don't
Oh,
think
no,
he
he
was on
is.
trial for
Right?
that.
No,
Pretty
I
much.
don't think no.
It's part of-
Cassie was on the stand, but she testified about the freak offs.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah. That's the one that's their own.
Like I've
stand
never
for,
heard
yeah.
them say domestic violence over.
They did.
They did?
They did.
Okay, must be wrong.
Listen, I've been an avid watcher. I listened to this trial on a daily basis for the past like 2 months.
Right.
A lot of the things, and that's why I'm saying the sex trafficking and whatever, transporting, also the sexual, the abuse part will definitely play a part. Not one girlfriend, not just Casey. Like 2 other girlfriends have talked about the abuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of his employees have talked about abuse as well. Not just sexually, also
Yeah.
physical abuse.
And financial abuse.
And financial abuse as well,
Yeah.
and how he uses his money to get off of it. The sex trafficking now and transporting comes in from how he used to bring in now sex workers from
Right.
different countries to actually do
I'm
the free
against
cuffs
that,
in
man.
different
I'm against
in different
that.
cities.
You're against that as a charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be sex trafficking. It should. I don't think it should be a law. It's crazy.
But even his employees, that's why there's sex trafficking and trafficking
Oh,
itself.
let me clarify.
Not guilty on count 1, 2, 4.
Really?
Yeah, not guilty on count 1, 2, 4. The most serious charges including racketeering. Guilty on 3 and 5. Transport to engage in prostitution.
I was wrong.
That's it.
Figured it.
Figured
it. That's what I said as well.
got
Racketeering, he's going to get off with it.
That's what I said.
But anyway, just so that I can be clear, so that guys don't come at me at endorsing what's it called again?
58 seconds. So once again, not guilty on 1, 2, and 3. So most serious charges, right? Including racketeering. The RICO, he was never going to get that. So the ones he's gotten are 3 and 5. Transportation, transportation to engage in prostitution.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what he got.
Because
Transportation of Casey and sex workers to engage in prostitution. And count 5, transportation of Jane and sex workers to engage in prostitution. So sex trafficking has been removed. And racketeering has been removed.
As a sex worker, I don't think it would be, it's part of my business, it's part of my trade. Maybe I'm dealing with someone of a different caliber. If someone wants to fly me out to a different state, leave alone even a commercial sex worker. Even just someone you want to smash and they live in a different country, a different state. If I want to bring them over here and we know it's for a good time and all that, I don't think that should fall under that category. That's all I'm saying.
There's anything
other than that? No, that's just that part. That is the only part that I am speaking to. And it is at a point of consent. Like,
so
yes. No, Ashley, like,
guys,
hear me out.
Hold up, just to
listen
help
to the case and then you'll have a better understanding.
I know. My thing is,
to help with
I am only speaking on that thing being made a law. That is the only. I'm not saying what Diddy did is right.
No, Skiza, now to help with what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So, the charges he's been found
guilty for.
Not guilty for.
Not guilty for.
Racketeering. Number 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Number 4, sex trafficking by force, fraud again, and coercion. So him is just going in for, it's going to be maybe a year or something.
The force part is now where I have an issue with it. You know, I don't think there's a problem with someone flying out to go to another country to have fun with someone else. And those are some of the conversations that are happening in the States. And you'll find that in different states, these laws are different. These states where something under that definition can be legal without the forcing part. But in other states, once you cross that border, it's illegal and you have to pay for the consequences. That's all I'm saying. Because it's very trivial. It becomes very trivial. What he did is wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's there you go. The Diddy in real time. The Diddy cases are in. Diddy count is in.
Have they said how long?
We don't know how long he's going to be in for, but he's been convicted. He's been found guilty on the lesser charges, right?
Yeah. Are there more
charges?
So it's developing because as we're recording, this is like they've read the verdict maybe 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Because it feels like they were trying to get him on other things through other things. Like, we can't prove this right now, but this is what we can
But being the RICO
so let's
charge
prove
is
this
big.
right. Beating the RICO charge, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because there's a lot that goes into the RICO charges, no?
Yeah.
I think, you know what, fam? I think by now we wrap up the pod because, like, we can't talk on this. Like, we don't know. Like,
we can't end on that one. We can't end on that one.
It's time, sweetie. It's time. Listen.
All right. Another... Open the list up because we had a whole list of stuff to talk about today.
Are we going?
If you want to rob a bank, what will be your these guys?
Pogba was abandoned by his wife.
Bro, it's like you're living your life in real time when we're doing the podcast.
Down,
yeah, we have a podcast to do, bro.
If you were to rob a bank, what would your disguise be?
Yes.
I'd wear a petticoat for sure.
A petticoat is not a disguise. Inspector Gadget, probably.
Do you know what?
It's like Halloween.
I'd dress
it's like Halloween.
No, like...
But you're robbing.
I'd dress like Iron Man.
That's so obvious.
Bro, unapata wapi chuma ya kuba?
If I was going to rob a bank, I'm going in just like a businessman, fam. I don't want any attention until the last minute, bruv.
Guys, these guys, assume it's Halloween, but you're going to rob a bank.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
then I'm going in there as a silverback gorilla.
I mean,
Okay.
you have the size.
Fuck around.
Need at least 100 men, huh?
Can I ask you guys a question? Now that you mentioned size. A Golf. You know these cars, the golf cars?
The golf carts? Yeah.
Is a Golf too small for me?
A Golf.
Like a golf car, not a golf
the
cart.
Golf.
No, the car VW Golf.
VW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit. No, it's okay. No, the VW is okay for you. If it was a Polo, yes, that's definitely tiny.
Okay. Because everyone I
It
tell
doesn't fit you though.
everyone I tell I want to get a Golf tells me, hey, the car's too small for you.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
that the car is too small for you. It just doesn't fit your aesthetic.
No,
No,
you're too
but-
big for the car, G.
No, but I've always,
like small
What did
things?
you get? Like a GTI?
No, I just want a Golf. Like I just want to experience a Golf. I've not had a Golf for 20 years.
Yeah, get one then.
Yeah.
It just
It
wants to
doesn't
experience
fit your
something small.
aesthetic.
You've done
Something
big
different.
No, you know what you could
more
do?
than-
Just go into any car yard. Tell them, hey, can I try this Golf?
Might
If
as
you
well.
fit in it. Very practical.
Fuck it. I'm done.
Alrighty, this has been the Mics Are Open, episode 313.
I'll be
My
right.
name is Ashley.
Money, yeah.
Money.
Big C.
Bye.
Adios.
No, like, fuck you, man. You can fit in it.